hold now,
All right,
so
stand
can
by.
imagine.
Blog Talk Radio.
If it's smooth jazz, then the Jazz Queen is talking about it on Talking Smooth Jazz. Your place for all things smooth. With the smoothest show on the internet radio. Your host, the Jazz Queen.
Hello and welcome to Talking Smooth Jazz. My name is Terry, aka the Jazz Queen. It is Sunday, May 7th, 2017. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have several guests in the chat room, and Joe from Germany just popped in. Hey, Joe, how are you? If you would like to join us in the chat room, please go to TalkingSmoothJazz.com and click on Valeriy Stepanov's picture. That will bring you into the chat room. The phone number is 646-716-5485, 646-716-5485. And I just want to mention to the guests in the chat room, since you have entered the chat room as a guest, you will not be able to post in the chat room a question or a comment. So if you do have a question or a comment, please feel free to call in. We would love to talk to you and introduce you to my guest today, Mr. Valeriy Stepanov. He has a brand new CD called New Beginnings. This is his debut release. I'm also joined by the producer of this CD, guitarist Unam. So first, let me welcome Valeriy. Valeriy, welcome.
Hi. I'm here.
Hi. Okay, I also want to mention that Valeriy is calling all the way from Moscow, Russia. So I am very honored to have him on this morning. And also, Unam, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great, Terry. What about you?
Good. Doing very well, thank you.
All right.
So, Valeriy, this is your first
Yes.
U.S. interview. So I am honored to have
Oh,
you on the show.
thanks. I'm honored to be on your show.
And you are my first interview with a Russian musician. So I'm very excited
Great.
about that. Yeah, very
Yeah,
excited
the
about
same to
that.
me. That's actually great.
Yeah. All right. So now, Unam, I'd like to start with you and tell
Okay.
us how you met Valeriy and came to produce his debut project.
Well, it's quite a short story for once. Actually, it happens that because of all the Facebook thing now and whatever, you see all those posts and videos and stuff like that. And I think I bumped into one video once of Valeriy, and I'm gonna explain what it is and stuff. But he was doing a cover tune of Jaco Pastor's "The Chicken," which is like a really like a classic standard that all the musicians like to play, and it was just like freaking unbelievable what I was hearing. I mean, I was just like, so. I mean, the improvisation was amazing, and it was really fast as well, but very articulated, but very tasty as well. Because especially when you play something like that, that's the kind of songs that all the musicians and jazz musicians, like when they want to play something funky on a jam session, they pick that one, or it's one of them, I would say. And so you heard it like millions of times played by different people. But then this one was like so fresh and so like amazing, and he did his own arrangement, on it as well. I was like, so I dig a bit more about him, and I found out that he had plenty of videos on YouTube and had more than like 3 million views. I'm like, what? Who's that guy? And I
Yes.
tried to look everywhere. There was nothing really out, and most of it was a lot of covers. But then so I started to contact him, and so we started to build a relationship. We talk a lot, like almost every day, daily, and he explained me a lot of stuff, and he even like started to play me some of his own tunes, and I'm like, man, that's skinning. That's what I want to hear. I mean, that's great, the cover thing. Everybody's doing it now on YouTube and whatever, but that doesn't go anywhere. You have way much more as such a talented guy. So that's basically how I started.
Okay. So now, Valeriy, had you heard of
Yes.
Unam before he contacted you?
Yes, of course. I had a friend who a big fan of Unam's Weekend in LA, a tribute Joey Benson. And one day, my friend just turned me on the tune from that tribute, and I was really excited about hearing these arrangements of George Benson's songs. the guitar playing is very cool, and so on. So that was, I think it was 2-3 years ago, before UNAM just contacted me.
Okay. Okay.
So that's.
So now,
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I think we have a little delay, so I'll try to not interrupt you. So now, when you met Valeriy, UNAM, and you guys
Hmm.
started talking about working on this new CD together, Valeriy, what
Hmm.
was your conversation with UNAM and what you wanted this CD to convey?
So convey, you know, it just was the. Um, it just was just a big opportunity for me. It's just like something new for me, something fresh for me to be released on a foreign label. For me, it's foreign. So and that's why it's called New Beginnings, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's the just. I want to do great music as I can, as always, and mostly it's like just music with great, very good mood, something like that. And I wanted to do just make a positivity for people. So that's why.
Yes.
So.
Okay. And
Yeah,
these are all original. Go
Oh.
ahead, UNAM.
yeah, yeah. I just wanted to say something about just precise a little bit what something about what Valeriy wanted to put on the album. We talk and I said, well, look, we knew we wanted to do like some kind of a smooth jazz funk album, not a fusion stuff like he does everywhere, and it's very well respected and stuff like that. But it turns out, see, a lot of people, just see what. Sometimes they just see at what, or they look at what they see. They don't go further than that. And
Mm-hmm.
Valeriy is a very very I would say interested and very in depth person and artist, and he likes a lot of music, and it would, and that's where we really connected because I love a lot of music, that, Terry, and I
Yes.
used to do a lot of different kind of music, but so I told, because Valeriy wanted just to do a smooth jazz album, but that I told him, I said, no, just we need to have your real personality as well on the album. So I pushed as well. I said, no, just keep a few ones that are kind of fusionish, because we really want to show off your talent as well, because he's an unbelievable, keyboard player and drummer as well. And then we got some really cool, smooth jazz song. But so yeah, that's way much more than that. But a lot of people thinks, and that's I just wanted to finish saying that a lot of people think that. I heard somewhere that some people, and we talk about it with Valeriy because he comes from from a place where like whatever kind of circle where he's very known, and they are really kind of snobbish, because there's a problem with musicians sometimes they're really snobbish, and they think
Mm.
that you're starting to do some more like laid back, nice melody and groove, and you're sell out. Well, and it's not that. It's not because we can play like a million notes, per minute. That's the kind of music we want to do all the time. We can. We are like everybody. Valeriy is a huge fan of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson never
Mm-hmm.
been like a virtuoso, right? So, and I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson. But so see, that's what he was saying is that he doesn't want to be like put in a box, So he
Right.
doesn't want to. He wants to make sure that people, and that's why I tried on the album to make sure that he can play some music, like you said, that can everybody makes everybody feels good and happy, but as well like show that he can do all has all those skills and can do all that kind of music.
Right. Right. Now, Valeriy,
Yes.
excuse me,
Yes. I'm
are
here.
all the tracks on this CD, they're all originals?
Actually, not, but only two tracks. Or think. Sorry, three. Three. Actually, I can't remember, but I know that the track in common is from Peter Meyer as a guitar and player and vocalist. Then the song was rearranged by Dave Weckl and Jay Oliver on Dave Weckl's first album, and now I have my arrangement of that. Then I did Butterfly by Herbie Hancock. So it's completely different arrangement than original, than any other things arrangements in the world. I think actually I never heard something like that with somebody did with this song. So I think it's very original arrangement. Original cover version. So Butterfly is Herbie Hancock, and then I did the last one on the CD. It's like a bonus track called Lean by Abraham Laboriel from Koinonia, fusion group Koinonia, if you remember that. This song from back in 1989, yes. And actually the album of Koinonia of this year ends with this song, and my album ends with this song too. So it's very funny. So 3 songs is not mine, but all stuff is mine actually.
Okay. Now, the artists that are playing with you on this CD is called New Beginnings. This is Valeriy's debut release, produced by UNAM, and UNAM is on track number 2. Titled Tonight, and that was the first single release. But Marion Meadows is also on this CD. Have you had the chance to meet Marion Meadows?
No, never seen him.
Okay.
I never met.
All right. But so Marion is.
He's actually cool. He's actually a cool guy, and I love what he did for my song. So I appreciate it much. Yes,
and it's a nice track. It's called "Look at the Stars," and that is track number 5.
Oh yes.
But I'm actually going to start with the Tonight track featuring UNAM. As I said, this is the first single released on this CD. Tell me about this track, Valeriy.
This track was originally composed in 2012 in summer when I was in Siberia, and it had another arrangement, and I decided to rearrange it more fast, more funky, with beautiful melody on piano. Originally it was on distortion guitar, but actually it doesn't work, I think. And now I had a piano melody with UNAM on guitar and rearranged it for the album. So we had a final thing of that.
All right, this is Tonight. That was Tonight. You can hear UNAM's guitar there, and that is from the debut CD New Beginnings from Valeriy Stepanov. And I want to also mention that this single, Tonight, was the most added on all smooth jazz radio charts. So congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And also the CD itself was the #1 bestseller in the jazz section on Amazon on the first day of sales. How cool is that?
Valeriy, how cool is that? I think it's just amazing.
On the first day.
Yeah, no, it's a blessing because it's always the same thing. You expect, you do some work, you try to do some promo and get the fans and whoever, and you always hope to get on the maybe top 5, top 10, stuff like that. But usually for smooth jazz, it's easier, but this time it was jazz. It's very amazing because then you compete with everybody, so it's pretty rare. So yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes. Now, Valeriy, did you get a chance to read Ronald Jackson's review of the CD?
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay. I want to read part of that review. So Ronald Jackson is with the smoothjazzride.com, and he said in part, sporting smooth and funky rhythms and melodies, the album makes one marvel at how easily our genre fits into the soul, style, and psyche of artists like him. His style is very fluid and almost second nature, fitting so comfortably in the folds of the both soothing and exciting allure of our beloved music. Stepanov's musical skills and knack for tapping into the soul of this music are far beyond noteworthy. Listen, I'd say that we should stand ready for more from this up-and-coming promise. Great stepping out effort. You can read the full review on the smoothjazzride.com. So that was a great review. Great review for your first debut. It's doing very well. Yeah.
Yes, I really liked it a lot and much appreciated this work, so I love it.
Yeah. Now, Valeriy, you're in Moscow, Russia. What is the jazz scene like there in Russia?
Jazz scene in Russia. Okay. So jazz scene in Russia is actually one of the best scenes in the world, I think, because we have a lot of great musicians, but mostly jazz musicians. There is not so much smooth jazz, fusion, funky stuff. So it's doing great. It's just doing great. People and musicians make gigs, little tours, not so big tours than doing stars like Dave Koz or something like that. But actually, it's a great place to play jazz, many jazz festivals, so it's great.
Okay. And now, how did you get started playing
something?
piano? Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Just real quick. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. Yeah, there's a lot of jazz clubs in Moscow, and there's a lot of music going on all the time. And I remember just real quick, I had the chance like a few years ago to play 4 nights in Moscow with that jazz fusion band with Dennis Chambers and stuff. And the 4 nights were sold out, and the people, they just like so passionate about jazz and everything is jazz that is really amazing.
Okay. All right, cool. Now, and Valeriy, with you having 3 million internet views, you have quite a following.
Whoa. You mean how many followers I have?
No, I'm saying with the 3 million that you already have, you have quite a following.
There's a lot of people that follows you. That's what it is.
On the internet.
Actually, yes. I never checked it. Actually, just did my job, not job, but just making music, and I like it a lot. And I know that people there are a lot of people who will like my stuff, and I just making it for myself first, and because it's like the reason of living. I just really can't imagine my life without music. So never check, but I see sometimes watching the followers on Facebook, on YouTube, or everywhere, and it's like actually the number of followers is just a little bit amazed me. So I want to actually thank to everybody, say thanks to everybody who follow me and listen to my music, because it's much appreciated.
Okay. All right. So let's take another listen to another song, and I'm going to start this. Play track 1, "Happy People." Now on the CD, the word in parentheses for track 1, does that mean happy people?
No, it's just a first. Let me explain. It's just first name of this song, because I had the version of it more fusionish first. I composed in 2012, something like that. And then me and my friend cello player Vsevolod Guzov, who plays on cello on this track, we just decided to make this track, use this melody, this harmony, but to make it more easy to listen. And the name of the track means it's 2 cities, 2 little towns in Russia, which one of them my hometown town, and second one is Vsevolod's hometown. So we just put it together, Irkutsk and Krasnoyarsk. So that's the one long word consists from 2 names of cities. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Okay. Yes. Got it. All right.
So
and I love.
It's very important. It's very important for us. So I decided to put it in just brackets and have a new name for for worldwide understanding. You know what I'm saying? And that's why. That's it.
Okay. I love the cello on this track as well.
Thanks.
It adds a nice taste to a nice vibe to that.
I'll say to my friend that you like it a lot.
Okay. All right. This is "Happy People" from the New Beginnings CD. That was Happy People. I love the cello on that. I really love that. It's really nice. That is from
Thank you.
Valeriy Stepanov's debut CD, New Beginnings. Now, Valeriy, on the liner notes here, it says that another instrument, the djembe, is also. Am I pronouncing that right? Djembe?
Yes, it's djembe. We played just
Okay.
some subdivisions of that. I mean.
What type of instrument is that?
It's drums. It's drums,
Oh, okay.
and
It's an
it looks
African
like.
drums.
Yes, can you explain, please, this type
it's
of?
it's an African drum. So actually, it's very popular in all African music. They all play that. It's like a big conga. It doesn't look like a conga, but it's kind like something that you can play like that, but you play with two hands. In France, they all play that everywhere. In Paris.
Okay.
So that djembe was used originally come from Senegal. It's original djembe from Africa, so it sounds great.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, again, you just heard "Happy People." That was the first track on the CD. And Valeriy, it looks like you are playing several instruments on this CD as well.
Yes, I play drums on all tracks. I play key bass and live bass, but that's also my brother Albert Stepanov play bass on a couple tracks. So mostly I did all this stuff. I love to play everything. I love to find something in new instrument for me, and I love to do everything. So I just love to do it.
Okay, all right. Now tell me, how did you get started in playing piano?
It was I was 6 years old. My father is a drummer and singer, and he was just telling me to play piano when we started. I started to study piano as classical musician, but all that stuff I can play, the jazz, fusion, and everything. It's because of my father, because he taught me how to play all that stuff. Even though he didn't play piano, he just sang me all the stuff, the melodies of chords and the improvisation, because he is very, very great singer and improviser, scat improviser, like some, George Benson, Ella Fitzgerald, actually the same level, and that's why started playing piano because of my father.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, now I want to play the next track, and this one is featuring Marion Meadows. It's called "Look at the Stars." Tell me about this one.
"Look at the Stars" composed 10 years ago. Actually, I started composing 10 years ago, and decided to put it on the CD, and actually there was many different titles of that song, because there was many different reasons to call different ways. But actually, it's just I just composed it. I decided to continue to composing it to the album, and Marion did great work playing saxophone. I like it a lot. So I want to thank UNAM for just join Marion to us. So that's it.
All right, this is "Look at the Stars" featuring Marion Meadows. Man, that is a nice track. Love that.
Thank
Look
you.
at the Stars. Yes, that is really nice. Look at the Stars featuring Marion Meadows. His unmistakable sound there with Marion Meadows. Really nice. Very, very good. Very good. All
Thank
right.
you.
I
Thank
have
you
a
so
phone
much.
call. You're quite welcome. I have a phone call. Miss Wanda, jazz lady. Hello, Wanda.
Well, hello. How are you
How
Hi,
are
Wanda.
today?
you?
Hello,
I'm
Wanda.
good. Well, hello. Just listen to this lovely music.
Now, we saw that you purchased the CD. What do you think?
You know what I think. We talking 5 stars, okay?
Yes.
Yes. My favorite
Very
is
nice.
Look at the Stars and Snow Breeze got me too.
Mm. Mm.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
Valeriy, you may not know of Wanda, but she is a huge fan of the smooth jazz genre, and she posts her music and her CDs on Facebook all the time. She's a great supporter of the artist, and when she purchased your CD, she posted it on Facebook, and so you definitely have a fan now in Miss Wanda.
Mm. Great, great. Wanda, thank you so much. Much appreciated for that. What are you doing?
You
Thank you.
you're
Yeah, thank you
quite
so much,
welcome.
Wanda. Thank you very much.
Is that my UNAM friend on here too?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm right
Yes,
there.
you know I'm here too.
I'm good. Cause you know I love my music.
I know you do. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Well, you're quite welcome, and you just keep on making that music that I love to hear. I just wanted to call and say it's outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Will you have a good day? Talk with you later.
I appreciate
All right,
you,
you
Wanda.
too.
Thank you for calling in.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling, Wanda. Have a good
Bye-bye.
day. Bye bye.
Now, Valeriy, you now mentioned earlier that you are a big fan of Michael Jackson, and you list him as one of your inspirations. Now, I came across a video of you singing "Remember the Time" on a website called GamesVideoReview.net, and
Oh, actually, yeah,
I'm
cool.
gonna I'm going to post that video on my Facebook page after the show. But tell us a little bit about
Great
that
thing.
video and your feeling about Michael Jackson.
You mean the video? Remember the time cover?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, Michael Jackson was one of my first musical impression when I was 2 years old or 3, maybe something like that. I was really scared watching Thriller, and it just amazed me really, very, very much. And what about this track is the bass player from Italy, a great man, Federico Malaman, just put on my mind the idea to do a crowd cover on Remember the Time. Well, I said, why not? And I did something like playback tracking for him, for bass player, for Federica, and for drummer from Hungary. Amazing drummer, very amazing, very tasty drummer, Gergo Borlai from he is Hungarian guy. And actually, everybody is very busy, but I just really wait for when Gergo record the drums, and then Federica recorded his bass, and I just put it together, sang it over that, and made a video. Just that's it. You know. So actually, it was one of my hardest things to do because to sing in English, it's not so easy for Russian people actually, and the making arrangement that can excite people to make say him wow, what the different vision of this song. So it was very quite hard work to do something like that, but I think it's done quite okay. I think I hope. So
Yeah,
actually, that's
I
it.
agree. I agree. You did very well on it. I posted the link in the chat room, and after the show, I will post the link on my Talking Smooth Jazz Facebook page so you can see Valeriy singing Remember the Time. I have another phone call, area code 786. Welcome to Talking Smooth Jazz.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Welcome to the show.
Oh, hey, I didn't notice I was on. Oh, yeah, hi, I'm calling from Miami, from Miami, Florida. First off, I'd like to say, Valeriy, I really love your music. I pretty much have all your albums and stuff. And in the beginning, you said that you pretty much wanted to compose this to spread positivity, and I want to say that you've definitely achieved that with this particular album. It's amazing. I know it's a kind of a different twist to your original vibe, but it's great. I just wanted to start off by saying that.
Thank you so much for warm words. I appreciate it a lot. Thanks.
No worries. And if I can, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I know that you're from Russia, and I'm pretty sure it'll be somewhat complicated. But do you ever have in mind actually touring in the United States or anywhere in the West or anything like that? I mean, me and a lot of my friends, and I know a bunch of people in particular that are very fond of your music and would actually like to see you out here. I know it's the possibility of that for most people is pretty difficult, but has that ever been on your mind, or is that something you consider?
About touring in the USA, you mean?
Yes, or anywhere around the vicinity in the United States or in the Western.
It's a complicated thing enough, I think. But I will do it actually someday, and you will know about that. You will just know about that when it will be the shows. So maybe UNM can say something
sure.
about
That'd be amazing.
Well, with some talking right now, I can't say too much about it. But yeah, that will happen.
Anyway,
there's some discussion that even Valeriy doesn't know about, but I can't talk about things that is not for sure. So
of course. So
hopefully we'll make it happen.
Yes, if it may happen, you will know about that definitely. So no worries about that.
Okay, for sure. Can I ask you a couple more questions if it's cool?
Yes, okay,
sure. Go ahead.
I remember a few years ago you did a video with Anton Davidian, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Hopefully I didn't say that wrong. When you guys covered Steps Ahead. Do you guys have any plans on doing? Yeah, that was an amazing cover, by the way. But do you ever have any plans on doing some more work with him? I think both of you guys, as instrumentalists, really vibe together very well. And
actually, we're very busy apart, so. I don't know. Actually, maybe something will happen together. But actually, for now, I can't say something about that. So. We are both very busy with our each other's projects, gigs, also that stuff. So.
Okay.
But I think there's a lot of stuff with Anton, so you can enjoy it a lot on YouTube and everywhere.
Oh, no, yeah, I definitely follow him, too. All you guys out there are phenomenal musicians. I mean, one of the best music that I hear is definitely coming from Russia these days.
Thanks so much.
And if one last question, it's a quick one.
Okay.
I'm probably not be able to answer this, but will there be a Vzak 7?
Yes, of course. It will be, of course.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes, of course. I don't know when, but anyway, it will be. Just wait.
Beautiful.
Just wait.
Thank you very much for.
Just wait and enjoy this for enjoy new beginnings for now, but then it will be more further. So, just wait.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you again for this beautiful album and this beautiful music, and continue doing the good work. There's a lot of us out here that do support you, and we love what you do. Thank you, Valeriy.
Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Caller, I didn't get your name. Please tell me your name.
Oh, sorry. My name is Brian.
Brian. Thanks, Brian.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. You have a good day.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. You
have a good day. Bye. Thanks.
All right. Awesome. One of your 3 million fans called in. Two of your 3 million fans.
Great, great.
Cool. That was awesome. All right, Valeriy. I'm going to close the show with another song, and I'm going to let you pick it.
Oh, you won't let me pick it. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Let me see. Let me see. I have CD right now for here for me. Let's 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 let's. I'm choosing between Walk in the Park and Heartburn because there is a cool guy on saxophone from Ukraine. So I don't know what you want. Let's use
Okay.
Heartburn.
Hurlburn, yeah,
Heartburn.
that's a good one.
Okay. Now, Heartburn. Oh, number 8.
You want to say?
Okay.
8, yeah.
No, yeah, number 8. I can get. It's not showing. Okay, it's below my list here. Wait, come on, number 8. Okay, I'm having a problem reaching that particular track on my list here.
Oh,
It's covered up. It's on here, but it's covered up. So let's go with Walk in the Park.
all right.
I can't
Okay.
get to number 8.
Okay.
I apologize. I'm sorry for that.
That's
But
okay.
we'll do
No,
that.
this is okay. No worries. No
All right.
worries,
So,
Larry.
okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, tell me about Walk in the Park.
Walk in the Park is the track. I just it's it just came. It just came. I don't know, maybe from God, from somewhere. I just decided to put it on the CD when it was done, and I also played on this track the guy from Ukraine, the saxophone player Andrei Chmut. Is very very talented, very delicious sound on his saxophone. So it's one of my favorite players actually. So he will play the solo at the end on soprano sax, and I hope you will like it a lot.
Okay. All right. So, Valeriy, let everyone know where they can find you on social media. Valeriy?
Yes. Okay.
Let everyone know
Sorry.
where they can find you on social media. Your website, I mean, not your website, but Twitter,
No,
Instagram,
no.
Facebook.
Yes. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, also VK. It's like Russian Facebook, and YouTube. Everywhere there's a lot of links, so I think everybody can
Okay.
find me everywhere.
Okay. All right. So let me spell his name. His first name is V as in Victor, Aleriy, and Stepanov is his last name, Step as in pie, Anov. So you look him up on social media that way. And you, Nam, I want to say to you, congratulations to you since you've started your services of radio promotion and distribution. Your roster is growing, and you have introduced me to artists that I have not heard of before outside of the United States. So I want to thank you for that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. I mean, it's not just distribution. I mean, Valeriy is one of our artists. I mean, he's signed with Skytown Records, so that's what we do. And he just mentioned Andre that is going to be next. It's a fabulous sax player as well that's playing on a few songs on Valeriy's album. So yeah, it's a pleasure. Like I told you, there's so much talent now, all around the world, and because of the internet, the communication, it's easier to find people or to communicate with them. And there's still the language barrier, but language is
Mm-hmm.
Shannon, my wife, speaks so many languages, and we found a way, to communicate anyway. So
Yes.
it's all good. It's all good. It's a
Yes.
pleasure. It's my
Okay.
pleasure. I'm having fun.
Okay. All right, Valeriy, I want to thank you again for giving me the opportunity to speak with you all the way from Moscow, Russia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cherry. The great thanks to you for this great thing of interview and all that stuff. Sorry for a little bit barrier language, but anyway, music is the whole language of the world, and I think music will speak itself. So
Yes, definitely. All right. Well, thank you again, Unam. Thank you again, and both of you have
Thank
a
you so
great
much,
day.
sir. You too.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks to all of those
All right,
in
bye-bye.
the chat room. Bye, Joe from Germany. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. My name is Terry, a.k.a. the Jazz Queen. You've been listening to Talking Smooth Jazz, and I look forward to talking smooth jazz with you again next time. From Valeriy Stepanov's debut CD, New Beginnings, this is Walk in the Park. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
bye bye.